Здорово, бандиты! С вами Колес, и мы продолжаем играть в игру Back to the Future The Game, Episod 1. Мы узнали, где находится доктор Браун, поэтому тупо отправляемся в прошлое.
Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Так что полетели, ну или поехали. Как ему повезло, что он не телепортировался в середину той или иной машины. Как бы я задавался уже давно этим вопросом, как бы насколько они уверены, да, что при телепортации на автомобиле именно на колесах, если ехать, они не телепортнутся куда-либо. Ну, не застрянут в чем-либо, то есть в том же самом автомобиле, как бы, и прощай вообще жизнь там и так далее. Машины будущего. Вот она. А вы красиво это сделали. Вот это мне понравилась шутка про машину будущего, и подъезжает как раз Делориан, которая как бы выпущена, ну, была позже, чем вот сейчас прилетел Марти Макфлай.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
И мы прилетели даже еще раньше, чем он когда-то был в фильме. То есть тут еще такая, как бы, итальянская мафия, да, там типа во главе всего стояла. Америка 1920-х годов, там красота.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
There's
Это
gotta be
какая-то
some sort of
ошибка.
mistake here. Carl wouldn't do something like that.
It's surprising the lengths a person will go to when it's a clear-cut matter of right and wrong. You've got an honest look about you. You do support the side of righteousness, I trust.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
No, not really.
That's the spirit. Destroy them with indifference. If we refuse to patronize their establishments and glorify their wicked exploits, they'll soon be exposed for the pathetic wretches they are. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Так, и как назовутся они? Крокет, Галли, Калахан, Майкл Корлеоне. Давайте Майкл Корлеоне.
Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
Она левую руку протянула.
I know. I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet. I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
Но он, скорее всего, в ментовке. Так что побежали непосредственно в ментовку. Так. Ментовка где-то там находится, да? Значит, нам бежать туда. Что-то мне подскажет, что хера меня кто туда пустит. Док.
Doc!
What are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system. Of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan?
A plan, right. But what?
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me! 1931 me!
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely!
Молодой док. Это становится интересно.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your system.
guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Еще бы русский перевод был, вообще бы красота была. Просто я не умею, ну, озвучивать разными голосами, да, и не хочу особо. Так, это столовая, значит, позвонить нам через нее. Но мне сказали суп, поэтому такое. А я знаю эту рожу.
McFly! Biff? Kid! Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk? Keep your eyes on the soup, kid. Well,
Well, what?
what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. On.
Так, мне нужно позвонить.
I better
Здрасте.
not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
А, базара 0. Телефон.
Brown residence.
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse?
Никто.
Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
Суп не капустный. Ну ладно, нам тут делать больше, я думаю, нечего, поэтому лучше отправимся к зданию суда. А здание суда у нас, насколько я знаю, вот оно. Так что туда и пойдем. Ой, какое здесь ужасное управление. Не туда ты пошел. Иди вот сюда. Так. Не думаю, что мне что-то здесь надо. А? Это мой песик. Дверь здания суда.
Don't touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact.
Это молодой Эммет Браун. Стой! Стой! Эммет.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. Wait, is that even possible? Oh, let's start over. Force equals mass times acceleration, of course. That's Newton.
Стой!
Newtons are required.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
Он такой прикольный.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for. In more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
Hello?
No solicitors!
Well, no.
Ну окей, постоим тут.
Gonna be the inverse.
Will
Стой.
you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Он запуган своим отцом. Как? До какого часа ты
What
работаешь?
time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night. But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer or soda? What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little
Мне
scared of
кажется,
your
ты
father.
немного боишься своего.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Может начать озвучивать их реплики попытаться. Чем ты
What's
занят?
this important
Что
business
еще
you're
за
up to?
важное дело?
It's a legal
Это
matter, very
юридический
complicated,
вопрос,
very
очень
abstruse.
сложно,
I
очень
need to
глубокомысленно.
obtain 5
Я
sets of
должен
initials
собрать
on
5
every copy
подписей
of this
на
written
каждую копию этой
indemnification
подписи
before
компенсации до
Pop-
того,
I mean,
как папа,
before
то есть
Judge
до
Brown
того,
can
как
even think
судья
of granting a waiver to the
подумает
party
о
on the first
казиистской
part.
другой стороне.
No
Я не
idea what
успеваю
it's
за ними
about, do
читать,
you?
That's how important it is.
поэтому вряд ли получится.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it.
Да ты запарил.
Person A might well be equal.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Запарил.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just
Мы
seen.
видели,
I don't have a
видели.
dark secret.
Ой. Не то.
Emmett,
Now, if H stands for the one-dimensional harmonic oscillator, then naturally H2A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than 6.
Ну
hey, how
что?
you doing, Einie?
Well, no.
Мне нужно что-то придумать.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal
Да
crime,
не
Mr.
нужен мне твой, нет, нет,
Эмми,
нет, иди.
need to go in there anymore.
Ну, давайте попробуем узнать совет. Эммит не посидит. Что-то вообще. Нужен еще совет мне.
Now, if H stands for one-dimensional harmonic
Так,
oscillator,
инвентарь. Нет, ну точно, вот это вот беда есть.
then naturally H
You.
to the A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than. Don't think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Спалились.
The inverse of A might well be equal to A's expectation value. Don't think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Ну. Я записал. А делать-то дальше мне чё?
That's Newton. But how many
Советы. Ага.
Newtons are required to maintain?
Вон оно чё, нифига себе. Ну вы, конечно, закрутили. Так, иди туда. Да уж. Это мне нужно сначала, типа, дать доку. Док.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Don't think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was gonna say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals a Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
А сразу так нельзя было сказать, а то там швырнулись умными словами. Это там мембрана и так далее. Док. Док. Да ёп. Сюда иди.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator?
Yeah!
Great Scott! If H is a Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Я читал Жюля
It's
Верна.
like this.
You know about my rocket-powered drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Ну, мне типа нужен твой... Очень
Can I see
нужен
your
твой
rocket-powered
реактивный
drill?
бор.
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning?
Так, мне нужно сегодня.
Ah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered this subpoena. Part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
No. It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Стекло. Сейчас мы все и узнаем. О. Эдна.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
Ладно.
I got a book.
Oh? Where?
Я бы ответил в рифму, ну ладно, не будем. Не хочу. Так. Где там? Как к Корлеоне попасть? Так, нет. Точно не сюда. Вот сюда. Ой, Корлеоне, это же типа я. Вот. Обломки.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here! How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
Чем
Guess
занимаетесь?
you won't talk about your business.
Why not? I got nothing to hide. I recently acquired controlling interest in the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen.
Isn't a soup kitchen an odd line of business for a guy like you?
I like soup. Plus, I got a heart as big as all outdoors. Buff a little harder. I want to see myself in the toes.
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
He's my employee. He's very busy today.
А вы знаете, где он?
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut bowl.
Мудак.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, break time's over. Back to work.
So, one more thing about that hat.
Дай мне
You're
шляпу.
testing my patience, boy.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? Hanging on to my peanut bowl.
Never mind.
Так,
About Arthur
насчитайте.
McFly.
Yeah,
Вы знаете,
Since you're
где он?
Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
he's at the,
А,
office.
ты мне так и не
Where's
скажешь,
the
да, где
office?
этот офис?
I forget.
Ну ничего, когда я с вами обычно
So,
встретился?
when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you missed a spot.
Так,
So,
насчет
one more
шляпы.
thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
I sure could go for some peanuts.
Lucky for you, I'm in a giving mood.
Да, дай ты мне... Что это
Hey,
там?
kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Оп, и беги, беги,
Эй!
беги, беги. Оп, видели шляпу.
What'd you do?
Так. Что-то мне подсказывает, нужно, короче, будет сейчас бегать от него где-то шкерить.
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett!
Ты посмотри-ка на него.
Emmett!
Вау, прям перед этим убежали, все спрятались, да? Красавцы. Молодцы.
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen.
Навоз.
Fix me up.
Where'd you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out.
Такой за пазуху ее зашкерил. Так, теперь мне бы... Хотя... Если попробовать так... Не в столовую. А что если...
Hey, Q-Ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
Особый суп. Это то, что нужно Эммету, будущему доктору. Ага. Ты посмотри-ка, а. И новые бочонки пришли. Теперь нужно бы придумать, как эти бочонки отправить к Эммету. Но этим мы будем заниматься уже в следующей серии. Так что спасибо за просмотр. Пиши комментарии, ставь большие пальцы вверх. Подписывайся на мой канал. А с вами был Колес. Всем удачи, всем пока.